The Great Boston Molasses Flood. On January 15th, 1919, in Boston, Massachusetts, a large storage tank, 50 feet tall by 90 feet wide, and containing 2.3 million gallons of molasses, ruptured due to a large increase in temperature, 40 degrees overnight, and the poor design quality of the tank itself. The rupture spilled molasses onto both the surrounding harborside area and into the harbor itself. The resulting wave of molasses was 20 feet tall and traveled at 35 miles per hour. And because of the viscous properties of molasses, a wave of that size and volume was greater in impact force than a wave of water, as if from a tsunami, of the same volume, even though water naturally travels faster than molasses. This is because molasses is less prone to dispersing around objects that it comes into contact with, creating a lot more debris. And due to the tight street spaces and dense population of that harborside area of Boston, Massachusetts, a lot of debris was created by this 20-foot tall wave of molasses, and 21 people were killed and 150 were injured. This accident had large environmental impacts that were not measured at the time because of lack of scientific interest, but one can only imagine how the factors resulting from the molasses flood could have impacted the environment. For example, when molasses ferments, it forms ethyl alcohol or ethanol, which is a poison in large quantities to marine life, decreasing marine life heart rate. It also, molasses clouded water will be more prone to reflecting the sun's rays, and due to that fact, the plant life underwater will not absorb enough light and become less productive, lowering the productivity of the entire ecosystem due to the primary productivity hypothesis. On top of that, the sugar content of unfermented molasses in large quantities is also detrimental to marine life because it raises the heart rate to a dangerous level. Molasses is also viscous and sticky, so if a marine organism such as a fish were to swim into it, it would get caught and be unable to move. And in this sort of situation, the lack of oxygen, breathable oxygen in molasses, would suffocate any marine animals that were caught in molasses. On top of all of this, the debris created from the molasses wave will also wash into the harbor, further polluting it. In summary, as a result of this molasses disaster, 150 people were injured, 25 were dead, and for the following 6 months, the harbor waters were colored brown with molasses. So one can only imagine how long-lasting the effects of the molasses were to the harbor ecosystem. Furthermore, the debris from the tsunami of molasses also polluted the waters, and these factors resulted in the death of marine animals and marine plant life. The end.